The FV215B is a British Tier 10 tech tree heavy tank, a vehicle known for two things, a really good turret and a really good gun. Unfortunately, the rest I can't talk as well about. The hull armor on the FV215B is atrocious. The upper plate is maybe 200 millimeters thick. It's not good, and that's 200 millimeters thick effective, meaning that basically any tier 10 can pen it. The lower plate is just as large as the upper plate, and you can pen it with any shell in the game. It's not good. The side armor, atrocious. The track wheel, horrible. So basically the 215B is a turret and a gun. That's all you want to showcase, at least when it comes to the armor profile. You can side scrape with this vehicle, but a very, very, very slight side scrape that even your granny would call a wuss on. But that's really just how the 215B plays. However, as much as I don't like the armor on this vehicle, I do have to say it is such a nice tank after update 9.1. Now statistically, it's still one of the worst performers out there, but honestly that makes a lot of sense, because it's a tank that really only does well if your team allows it to do well. If your team falls apart, you're going to fall apart in the 215B. It's that simple. But if you can do well in it, then you are going to do fantastic. We've already been able to get 708 damage out, which is actually kind of lame, I'm going to be real. We fire 2 AP shells, and both of them have massively low rolled, but that was finally an average roll. Yay, go me. Let's reload again. We got the IS-7 off to the side. Now you can see just how steep of a side scrape I'm at here. And there you go. We were able to get a nice bounce, penetrate the IS-7, and get a max roll out. And because we obviously out-reload the IS-7, I can aim in another shell here. And there you go. Another nice pen, 349. I mean, we're getting good shots out here. I obviously wanted to poke that 215B, but I can't do that right now at least. Let's aim it on that IS-7. Another nice penetration. That concept might poke that hill, not really sure. I mean, if he wants to test his luck, he can go for it, but... what? What? Do you all watch that? That was a beautiful Hess shell, aimed it on that concept, and he pens me in high rolls. Okay. Okay, game. Thank you. I appreciate it. I love watching my shell disappear into the middle of nowhere. Fun. I seriously do not know what to comment about that shot. That was the saddest thing I've ever seen. Alright, well, let's reload. There you go. Nice shell into that player. That concept's still shooting at me. But the good news is that we are holding off the enemy, which is really all we need to do in this situation. We got the IS-4 off to the side. We also got the concept over here. Let's aim it on this concept, and... ooh, there you go. Nice slap into his turret. Again, another low roll, but looks like I can't do much about low rolls, can I? Let's see. Concept's over here. I want to shoot him. He's a poob human. Alright, well, let's see. Let's see. We got the concept, and oh, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. There you go. Nice Hesh shell into the side of his turret, and we're going to reload here in just a second. We're going to fire a Hesh into the rear of his turret. Oh, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Now, we got left is the IS-4 at the back of the map, and that is another free chunk of damage. Hello, Mr. IS-4. Do you like a 617 damage Hesh shell? I don't think you do. So, this was a really good game to showcase the good and the bad of the concept. Or not the concept, sorry, the 215B. We did a decent side scrape there, and we were able to just hold and get a lot of damage out. 4,500 damage to be exact. I'm still wondering where that shell on that concept went. Yeah, we're not going to talk about that. We're just going to move on, do another battle. So, pretty solid game for the first encounter against the enemy team. Now, the thing you got to be careful about with the 215B are autoloaders and tank destroyers. Autoloaders, you got to be careful about because they can absolutely wreck you. For example, the enemy TVP. This tank is an awful track wheel. I mean, you can see how large it is, and because this tank has very little side armor, if a TVP catches you out in the open, I'm only running one repair kit. So, basically, if a TVP does catch me out in the open and it's able to track me, I'm screwed, because I'm just going to be perma-tracked until I can get eventually out of cover, or into cover, should I say, but yeah, at that point, I'll be down half my health. So, autoloaders are an absolute menace to the 215B, because it is a single-shot vehicle, it doesn't have much alpha, people don't feel afraid of it, so that's the biggest problem with it. Second problem is tank destroyers, because they have a lot of damage per shot, and they can butter right through your turret or your hull armor. So those are the two main things you got to be scared about in the 215B, is your armor falling apart from tank destroyers, and more specifically autoloaders nuking you. Now the good news is it looks like our team is taking full advantage of their team. The mouse missed his shell on me, which is good news, and with that we're pushing that mouse off the hill, which means well, that's actually really good news for our team. We also got like the Yag Tiger over here, and there you go, nice Hesh shell into his vehicle, 525 hit points right there. Let's reload again. The Ag Tiger's already dead, and wow, the enemy team is literally just dead already. I don't even know what to say. Their whole team is gone. There's another nice Hesh shell into the enemy Hori. Let's put on my adrenaline. Maybe I can get another Hesh out. I'm not too worried about that mouse penning me. I'm just trying to get damage out, man. Their whole team is already dead. All right, well, let's go for a shell into the dirt. Unfortunate, but at this point in time, I'm not really sure there's much else we're going to be able to do. So there you go. Nice shell into the enemy mouse. Unfortunately, we got penned there. Okay, cringe. Cringe, that's all I got to say. Let's go. Let's speed. Let's head towards the mouse. And we got pinned by the IS-4 again. That guy is annoying. But, hey, at least we are up to 2,000 damage already. This is a game where, if I don't get out damage quickly, our team... Wow, wait. All that's left is the IS-4. Okay, I don't even know what to say. Holy quick, the enemy team is dead. So, the IS-4 is over here. He fired a shell at me, and he missed, which is good news for me. I'm just going to keep on driving up, and hello, Mr. IS-4. Boop. There you go. One nice pen into his vehicle. Let's keep on going. Let's make sure that he has a hard time penning me. Perfect. Okay, we're able actually to get a bounce there, and now let's keep on going. Okay, so this IS-4 has two options. It's go for that Sheridan or go for me, and it looks like he chose me. How fun. Good news is that we just need to pen one more shell and we'll be over 3,000 damage, and I was really hoping that we could get towards his side and pen a Hesh shell, but it doesn't really matter. We still killed him, and we actually managed to break 3K. I don't know how we broke 3K. This was an absolutely crazy game. I mean, how long did that battle last? I need to go take a look at the post-game results here and see how long this battle lasted. But there you go, 3,300 damage dealt. This is a good example of where the 2-5B can get out damage, even when your team is absolutely annihilating, because it's got such a high DPM value, and especially with that Hesh. So let's see what the bottom counter says. This battle in total was 2 minutes and 43 seconds, which means the deciding fate of this battle was about 1 minute in. All right, I'm going to do one more game, or, yeah, let's do one more battle. That was way too quick. Even if we lose, that was just, you didn't learn anything from that game. Let's be real. That was just, oh, look, enemy team die. Ha ha, hee hee, boom. So, let's see. We got an E50M and an M48 patent against us. The reason why I'm reading mediums is because I'm actually going to push this towards medium side. The FV215B on a map like Castilla. Castilla, in my opinion, is just one of the flat worst maps in the game for being a heavy in. Especially a vehicle like the 2-5B. And we don't even really have heavies. We got an E6. Yeah, neither does their team, really. They got a KPZ, a Type 68, and a 57 heavy. I mean, neither team really have heavies, which is weird. But, yeah, I'm actually one of the slowest tanks on our team. Well, I guess not. We have that vehicle. But, yeah, in all seriousness, this is an odd lineup. I didn't say weird. I didn't say weird. There's always that comment, another weird battle from Droodles. When will the madness stop? Well, not today. Not today. So, if I were guessing the enemy team's positioning, I would say they're going to go towards A, but I might be wrong. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go to base B. I've done this in the past, and sure, I might not get a lot of damage out, but we have a medium advantage. We have 3 mediums, all tier 10s, they have 2, which means we have a superiority on A side, which means I'm going to try and go towards C, and there you go, spot the enemy driving up towards C. So, we got the 57 heavy off to the side, and I'm just going to go over here. Oh, we got the Grillbow Baggins. Hello, Mr. Grill. How are you doing? There you go. Nice 413 shot into you. And now let me cross right here. So this is where my positioning shall reign victorious. We got the Type 68 off to the side, and we got the 57 heavy. There's a nice shell into the 57. Let's reload again, and let's see if we can get some more damage out. Hello, Mr. 57 heavy. Oh, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Another nice shot out. We've already dealt 800 damage to his vehicle. I'm making sure that we're in the steepest of side scrapes I can possibly be in. There you go. Another nice shell into the 57. 4 more seconds left. Come on. Reloading. And, oh, I want to go for that Hesh shell, but there's no point to. We can just get another AP into him. There you go. We're dealing some juicy, juicy damage numbers here. Hello, Mr. 57. There you go. Another nice tracking shot into his vehicle. You know what the really impressive part is? Our mediums are losing on medium side. I don't actually know how that's possible. I'm being completely honest here. I do not know how that's possible, judging that we have such a advantage on medium side. But, okay, interesting. Okay, well, there goes the patent. Good job, E6. You actually supported me. I appreciate it, bro. And let's see. So we got the Gag over there. We know that that's the Type 68 firing a shell at me, but we should be able to, perfect, tap a shell right into his vehicle. Now, in this situation, I'm going to put on Super Speed Boost. I'm going to cross before that Type gets a shell into me, and I'm going to start heading over towards, like, the KPZ-70, and maybe we can get some shells into his tank. Aiming and fire. Oh! 644 max roll. That's got to hurt you, bro. Now, Type 68 over here, not much I can do to him, but we do have the Yag, who we are going to get a nice connecting shell into. Thank you very much, dude. Let's put on Adrenaline, and let's go for one more pen into this Yag. I'm not really sure what he's doing, but hey, thank you for the 569 hit points. I appreciate it. Let me reload again. 3, 2, 1. Let me get towards your rear. There you go. Another Hesh shell. This is where the Hesh on the 2-5B feels insane. The ability to just badonker through enemy armor. And then we got like the Type 68, 532 Hesh into his vehicle. Wow. The 2-5B, 5,400 damage dealt this game, guys. This is why the 2-5B is a great vehicle. So, overall, what will I say about the 2-5B? Well, it's a fantastic take, but it definitely has its downsides. For example, today statistically, as you can see, my win rate is 67% in the vehicle with 3,775 damage. It was 33%, but after those 3 wins, I was able to bring it back up. So I can't complain. But yeah, overall, really solid vehicle. It really is. So yeah, I can't say anything bad about the 2-5B. As long as you understand how to play it, you'll do well. But I want to say this now. 90% of people don't watch the end of my video, but I'm going to say this for the troopers that do, because you deserve this bit of knowledge. The 2-5B is not a tank I would suggest to grind. If you're a really skilled player, you will do very well in the tank. However, if you're not a really skilled player, you're going to do really bad in the tank. That is why even most 65%ers are doing poor in the vehicle. If you're a 75% player, 70%, you know, your fatness, you're up there, you're going to do really well. Myself, I can do pretty well in the tank. But I'm being brutally honest. If you're 65% anywhere lower, it's going to hurt playing this vehicle, because when your team falls apart, you are going to fall apart. Either way, hopefully you enjoyed today's video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.